about that is they're also prone to some turnovers. What's the key to create more transition opportunities similar to what you had yesterday?
Well, I think I said to you in the postgame yesterday, like I thought we left some opportunities on the table, which we don't want to do that. But Trey Hubbard, he can bring the ball quick, and if everybody else will sprint in space, I think we can find easier scores. Teams that play strictly in the half court, they make life hard themselves. So, the transition opportunities and the second and thirds on the glass are big, and we got to find those supplemental scores.
So you talk about their depth. I think they had 30 or more points off the bench last night, which is really a benefit to them. What's the key to kind of combat that depth a little bit with some of your guys that are playing 35, 40 minutes out there on the floor?
We've got to mix up our defensive package a little bit. We showed some man last night. We showed some zone. We'll do the same thing today. We have the capability of playing deeper, but I mean it's becoming pretty clear that our starting five are pretty special and capable, and the more minutes they can get, the better. But I don't have any problem playing a 6, 7, 8, 9-man rotation if we have to do that.
Ryan Wilkes here with head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson before the Eagles take on Lees-McRae. We'll be back with tip-off here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Power comes with not only having a voice, but knowing that it is heard. As part of an electric co-op, you're not just getting electricity, you're getting the power to have your voice heard and the opportunity to work together with your community to create a better tomorrow. Here, you're not just a customer, you're a member. AEC, empowering voices just like yours.
Don't go anywhere. Tip-off is next.
Trip Davis, marvelous, with the hands on one end and the guile to finish on the other.
More CN memories are headed your way on the Eagles Sports Network. Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
This at the key, straight on three, got it!
Is Carson-Newman men's basketball on the Eagles Sports Network.
Beaker head of the key, flip it to the left wing, Wymanson. Up top, Brennigan, a triple! Cash for Nick Brennigan! Carson-Newman leads with 24 seconds left.
Today's game is brought to you by Appalachian Electric Cooperative, Domino's, Fresh Ideas, by ShopCNEagles.com, The Eagle Club, the Bible Insurance Agency, by Pepsi, First Bank, by Magaha Electric, Inner Digital, by Food City, Trilite, by Modern Woodman Financial Planning, by the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, and by Lisa's Country Kitchen.
Now back to the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier.
That was the AEC countdown to tip-off here on the Eagles Sports Network. Eagle fans, AEC is your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. Service you can trust, value you can depend on. Powering Mossy Creek, we're AEC member-owned and service driven. 20 minutes on the clock. Starters being introduced. Carson-Newman's going to go with the same 5 from yesterday. It's going to be Jack Browder, Nick Brennigan, Trey Hubbard, John Zhao, and Braden Illick for the Eagles. Carson-Newman wearing the road blues this evening. Blue jerseys, orange numbers, or orange letters, white numbers for Carson-Newman this evening. And this will serve as a home game for Lees-McRae. This was initially supposed to be in Banner Elk, North Carolina, but it's been shifted here to Boone. Carson-Newman and Lees-McRae set to get underway. Lees-McRae again led by head coach Steve Harden. Led Lees-McRae to the most wins in program history last year with 23 in a Conference Carolinas title last year. And he's the all-time winningest coach at Lees-McRae. So after the Eagles won that game 101-77 a year ago, things kind of turned for this Lees-McRae team, and they figured things out. And here they are ready to go for Game 2 of their season. Their starters being introduced. Got a nice home crowd on hand this evening. We'll talk a little bit about some SAC basketball action this evening. UVA Wise and King preceded us here in this game. UVA Wise won the battle between King and the Highland Cavaliers. Tough weekend for King, even though both games were close. They will return to Bristol 0-2. Carson-Newman and Lees-McRae set to get underway here at about 3:30. And Catawba and USC-Aiken the only other game this evening. One thing to note in Carson-Newman basketball, the women went 2-0 this weekend. Dominant wins over Lander and USC-Aiken. Held USC-Aiken to 68 today. Lander to 64 yesterday and scored 90 and 103 respectively. So a dominant performance for the Carson-Newman women's basketball team. The starters for Lees-McRae being introduced. Lees-McRae in their yellow uniforms this evening with the green letters, white numbers. As the final starter gets introduced this evening, again, Ryan Wilkes here with you from Holmes Convocation Center in Boone, North Carolina. Carson-Newman looks to head home with 2 non-conference wins to continue to bolster that early season resume. Went to Florida to play 2 tough games, dropped one to Lake Superior State in tight fashion, and then dominated Fort Lewis in Game 2, who was ranked at the time. Carson-Newman with a dominant performance over the Fort Lewis Skyhawks. So the starting 5 for Lees-McRae, it's Dre Nelson, the Catawba transfer out there with Jaquavion Florence, who had a 20-point double-double last night. Number 21, Nico Ashley's out there. For the Bobcats, Travis Porchow, the transfer from Tusculum, is out there, and the freshman, DJ Kent. So that's his starting 5 for Lees-McRae, and Carson-Newman going with the normal starting 5 of Brennigan, Illick, Browder, Hubbard, and Zhao. Ready to jump it up at midcourt. Porchow and Illick go at it, and it's going to go back to Dre Nelson, and Lees-McRae controls it early. Jaquavion Florence at the top of the key. He'll pull up for a free throw line jump shot and knock it down. 2-0 UVA Wise, 19:49 in the moving clock here in the first half. Trey Hubbard receives a screen from Braden Illick. Looks for something at the top of the key. He'll take himself back to the top. Driving on Porchow to the cup. Tries to pass it to Browder. And it goes out of bounds. Turnover for Carson-Newman on its first offensive possession. And Lees-McRae gets possession back. Ashley to key it in. Tosses it to Jaquavion Florence, who takes it out over the timeline. Back to Ashley at the top. Right side wing for DJ Kent. Top of the key, Dre Nelson. Feeds off to Jaquavion Florence. Trey Hubbard defending tightly. Florence probing on Hubbard. Scoop to the cup. Layup's no good. Zhao with the rebound. Tough rebound inside by John Zhao as he pushes quickly the other way. Carson-Newman moving right to left as Zhao controls at the top of the key. Porchow defending. Bit of a mismatch here for John Zhao as he tries to drive on Porchow to the corner for Brennigan. His 3 rattles home. 3-pointer for Nick Brennigan, and it's 3-2 Carson-Newman. 19 minutes in the rolling clock as DJ Kent drives on Jack Brown to the top of the key. Kick back out to Nelson in the corner. Driving is Nico Ashley, and he traveled. Good defense by Carson-Newman as Brennigan gives the Eagles the lead on the last offensive possession. It's 3-2 Eagles, 18:52. Clock is stopped as Browder keys it into Hubbard on the far side baseline. Hubbard slowly bringing it up for the Eagles. Lawrence is there to defend. Hubbard quickly stop-and-go drive on Florence. He loses it, kicks it back out to Brennigan in the near side corner. Brennigan a head fake, pulls it back out. Receives a screen from Illick. Looking inside, nothing there. Brennigan Tries to swing it now back to Browder on the near side. 9 to shoot for the Eagles. Illick sets a screen, now pops to the top. He'll shoot a catch 3. That one's good. Braden Illick pick and pop for 3, and Carson-Newman leads 6-2. DJ Kent moving the other way. The top for Nelson. Now Ashley. Far side for Florence. 20 to shoot for the Bobcats. Kent pulls up for a jump shot. Banks in. DJ Kent banks one home. Throws up his hands like, I'll take it. And it's 6-4 Eagles. 18 minutes on the dot and the moving clock as Trey Hubbard brings it across the timeline. Illick sets a screen. Now pops to the top. Backdoor cut. Browder. He's open, but it goes off his leg and out of play. Browder had a backdoor cut wide open for a layup, but looked like Ashley might have got a hand on it, and it went off Browder's leg and out of play. 17:51. Carson-Newman leads 6-4 here on the Eagles Sports Network as Ashley slowly rolls it to Florence. Florence working left to right, hands off to Nelson at the top of the key. Nelson working on Brennigan, hands it back off to Florence. Florence probing on Hubbard, 20 to shoot for the Bobcats. Turnaround jump shot for Florence. Glances off the far side rim, no good, but an offensive board for Lees-McRae. Back to the top, Kent tries a 3. He's blocked by Browder. Kent grabs it back, now drives inside, and the floater rolls home. 6 apiece between Carson-Newman and Lees-McRae. Fast-paced start, as expected, between these two sides. Trey Hubbard controls in the backcourt, brings it across the timeline. Now drives on Florence. Scoop shot layup is good. Trey Hubbard so effective with the stop-and-go drive. And he scoops it through on Florence for 2. 8-6 Carson-Newman. 17:04 and a moving clock as Dre Nelson controls in the front court. Now handoff to Florence on the near side. Hubbard defending tightly. Florence drives inside. Now Illick on a mismatch inside, but Florence stepped out of bounds. And a turnover for Lees-McRae. Carson-Newman earns possession back. 8-6 here in the early going. Carson-Newman with the slight edge over the host Lees-McRae. Eagles 3 for 3 on field goals so far. Hubbard in the front court. Florence defending. Now near side wing, it's Illick. Illick driving on Porch down to the cup. It's turned around and now has to bring it back out. 15 to shoot. Zhao near side wing. Triple. No good off the far side iron. And grabbed by Ashley. Here comes DJ Kent moving quickly. Top of the key. He'll hand it off to Florence on the far side. To the top of the key for Ashley. Now near side, it's Dre Nelson, 20 to shoot for the Bobcats. Back to the top, Florence. Now far side wing, it's Kent. 15 to shoot as Kent will pull up, try a jump shot. Actually, no, he'll kick it out. Far side for Florence, who tries a 3. No good. Illick, good box out on Porch now. Skies for the rebound. Here comes Trey Hubbard quickly moving across the timeline. Has it deflected, but right to Nick Brennigan, near side corner 3. He nailed it. Nick Brennigan's second tripling. Carson-Newman's lead is 5. 11-6 with 15:56 in the moving clock here in this first half. Carson-Newman is 4 of 4 from the field. Near side wing, it's Florence. 15 to shoot. Top of the key, Ashley. Now far side wing, Kent. Back to the top, Ashley will try a triple. No good off the iron. Illick tipped around the board. Looks like it went off Hubbard and out of play. That'll bring us to the under 16 timeout. 11-6 Eagles. Carson-Newman red hot, 4 of 5 from the field. And the Eagles hold the 5-point advantage at the first media break. We'll be right back here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
Back here on the Eagles Sports Network, Carson-Newman has been the aggressors to start. The Eagles lead is 5. 11-6 your score. Carson-Newman 4 of 5 from the field. Nick Brennigan leads the way with his 2 threes. And it'll be Lees-McRae ball out of the timeout. Ryan Wilkes with you here on the Eagle Sports Network. Thanks for joining me this afternoon as Carson-Newman looks to leave Boone, North Carolina with 2 quality non-conference wins. Keyed in the top, Brandon Brown just checked in. He'll drive, try a floater. No good off the back glass. Browner skies for the rebound. Usman Jah checks in for Braden Illick out of the timeout as Carson-Newman has it tipped away. Here comes Anthony Parker driving on Browner. Reverse layup, no off the glass. Browner rebounds. Now Hubbard pushing quickly. Lob to Zhao in the paint. The layup is no good off the near side iron. Good pass from Hubbard. Zhao just couldn't get the finish to fall. 15-11 in a moving clock as Brown controls at the top of the key. Drives, kicks back out for Ashley. Hand off to Parker. He'll try a long triple. No good off the iron. Tipped around. Rebound control by Lees-McRae. Back to the basket. Florence tries working on Brennigan. Now kick out. It's going to be Redmond to drive. Kick back out to Florence. Florence driving on Brennigan. Spins in the paint. Reverse shot goes for 2. Jaquavian Florence on the board. And it's 11-8. 14:41 in a moving clock. Carson-Newman still in control, but Lees-McRae starting to ramp up the pressure. Redmond defending Hubbard in the backcourt. He gives off to Browder. Browder across the timeline. Now back out to Hubbard. 20 to shoot for the Eagles. Hubbard working on Ashley. Kick back out to Brennigan. He'll try another 3. It's off the far side iron. No good. Job battles for the rebound, and he has it. Brennigan now drives inside, trying to kick it back out. He finds Hubbard. Hubbard drives, and he's tripped up by Parker and a foul. See Lees-McRae really starting to ramp up the pressure. 3 new bodies in the game. Mentioned Lees-McRae's depth. 35 points off the bench last night as Redmond, Brown, and Parker seeing their first action this evening. Shot clock at 20 as Zhao receives the inbound pass from Browder. Back to the basket, John Zhao working on Florence. Kicks it back out, Hubbard. 13 to shoot for the Eagles as Hubbard controls at the top of the key. Hubbard inside to Jah. Jah turns, has it blocked at the bucket. Snatched off the backboard by Ashley. Here comes Parker the other way. Florence will slow things down. Brown near side wing. Driving on Zhao. Kicks back out to Parker. Parker trying to go baseline on Hubbard, and he does. Kick back out to Ashley. Top of the key 3. No good off the back iron. Zhao grabs the long rebound and hands it off to Hubbard. Trey Hubbard moving quickly. 13:40 in a rolling clock. A lot of contact, and it's tipped away. Trey Hubbard asking for a foul. Looks like his arms were held down there. Nonetheless, Carson-Newman retains possession. There's a couple subs set to check back in. Dre Nelson at the scorer's table, as well as Nigel Okwekole. He'll check in for the first time. And Lees-McRae not hesitant to sub in bodies. Pretty deep bench for the Bobcats as it's keyed into Jah at the top. Hubbard controls, 20 to shoot for Carson-Newman. Hubbard receives a screen. Bounce pass inside Browder. He was wrapped around the waist by Redmond, and a foul called. Second team foul on Lees-McRae. Nothing doing so far in the foul column for Carson-Newman. And the Eagles retain possession with 20 to shoot. 13:28 to play. Carson-Newman's lead is 3 over the Lees-McRae Bobcats. As Browder passes into Brennigan inside. Brennigan will turn and shoot for 2. Nice inbounds play for Carson-Newman. Browder finds Brennigan, and Nick Brennigan continues to impress. 8 points here in the early going. Brown now at the top, 13-8. Carson-Newman. Redmond driving, kicks back out for Okwekole. Now far side for Parker. Parker receives a screen. Now Nelson on the far side wing. Jah defending. Top of the key, Brown. He'll try a triple. Front side rim. Rattles around, no good. Tipped around. Who touched it last? Lees-McRae did, and it's Carson-Newman basketball with 13 minutes to play. 13-8 Eagles. Nick Brennigan leads away so far for Carson-Newman with 8 points, 2 threes, and that last layup for Carson-Newman. Now Hubbard pushing quickly off the inbounds pass, driving down low. A lot of contact once again, but it's tipped out of play. No whistle for a foul, but Carson-Newman again retains possession. 26 to shoot for the Eagles. 12:56 to play in this first half. Under 12 timeout. Quickly approaching. Browder to key it in. Near side for Brennigan. Brennigan back to the top for Trey Hubbard. Hubbard near side wing. Finds Zhao at the top. 20 to shoot for the Eagles. Now a moving screen called, I believe, on Usman Jah. He was trying to shake John Zhao loose to get to the cup. And the first personal foul on the Eagles is handed to Usman Jah. Basketball back to Lees-McRae as Nelson will key in the inbounds pass to Redmond. Eagles lead by 5. Carson-Newman has led most of the way here in this one in this first half. Handoff to Brown on the far side. Now bounce pass near side. Hubbard tightly defending Parker. Parker near side for Nelson. Nelson defended by Zhao. Nelson thinks about a 3. It'll pull it back out. 13 to shoot for the Bobcats as Brown loses a handle but gets it back. Inside for Nelson. Nelson working on Zhao. Backdoor cut for Oquay-Cole, and he finishes on the opposite side. 13-10. Carson-Newman still out in front. Nice offensive possession for Lees-McRae. As Brennigan quickly pushing on the far side. Has it tipped away. Top of the key. Browder will try his first shot off the front rim. No good from 3. Tipped around. Brown touched it last. It will stay with Carson-Newman. Jack Browder been somewhat quiet so far in this one. First shot looked good. Just couldn't fall. Carson-Newman still shooting an impressive 50% from the field. 5 of 10. 3 of 6 from 3. Lees-McRae yet to hit a 3. 0 of 6 from long range as Brennigan wide open far side corner. He'll try another one. It rattles around. Touches every part of the rim. No good. Nelson skies for the rebound, pushing quickly. Oquay-Cole on the near side wing working on Ja. Ja defending tightly. 20 to shoot. Parker at the top of the key. He'll try a 3 off the front rim. No good. Falls into the lap of John Zhao. 13-10. 11:46 in the moving clock in this first half. Carson-Newman's lead is 3. Oquay-Cole defending Zhao tightly at the top of the key. 20 to shoot for Carson-Newman. Zhao driving inside, tries a left-hand shot. No good off the side of the glass. Redmond quickly pushing the other way. Kicks it back out to Parker. He'll try a corner 3. That one falls. 13 apiece. 5-0 run for Lees-McRae to tie it up. 11:19 in the moving clock in this first half as Hubbard controls in the backcourt. Hubbard tightly defended by Oquay-Cole as he works it across the timeline. 19 to shoot for Carson-Newman. Hubbard looking inside for Browder. Weak side help from Parker, and he takes it away. Parker, defended by Hubbard, gets it across the timeline. A couple turnovers for Carson-Newman in the last few minutes as Redmond feeds it far side for Brown. Top of the key, Parker. Parker inside, tries a free throw line jumper, and it rattles around, no good. Zhao with the board. Carson-Newman looking to retake the lead. Hubbard trapped on the far side by Nelson, but he gets it over the timeline. Hubbard working quickly far side. Wide open scoop shot layup. Falls for Trey Hubbard. Carson-Newman retakes a 15-13 lead as Trey Hubbard finds his way to the bucket once again. Oquay-Cole feeds to the top for Dre Nelson. Handoff goes to Parker. Far side, Oquay-Cole back to the corner for Brown. He'll try a 3 off the back rim, no good. Tipped around. Browder controls the board. Here comes Trey Hubbard. Outside Zhao, top of the key, triple. Zhao off the back rim, no good. Brennigan gets the second chance board. Nick Brennigan pulls it out, 10-10 to play as he'll drive on Parker. Finds himself open in the paint, and he bodies it home. Brennigan overpowering Anthony Parker for 2, and it's 17-13 Carson-Newman. 9:56 moving clock. Redmond controls at the top. The under 12 is approaching on the next whistle. Nelson, top of the key, working on Zhao. Spins in the paint, scoops it home, and good. Nice move by the Catawba transfer, Dre Nelson, and he brings the Lees-McRae deficit back to 2. Browder hands off to Trey Hubbard in the backcourt. 3 subs at the table for Carson-Newman. Matt Bilbray, Braden Illick, and Tate Mulkey will come in the next whistle as Hubbard works it across the timeline, spins on his defender, gets inside on Oquay-Cole, kicks it back out Browder. He tries a triple, and that one finds all nylon. First basket for Jack Browder is a 3, and Carson-Newman's lead is back to 5. Nelson gets it across the timeline. Oquay-Cole on the far side wing in front of the Carson-Newman bench. Feeds back for Brown. Nelson will try a top of the key triple. Rattles around, no good. Trey Hubbard skies for the rebound. Quick play and little whistles here in this first half with 8:58 to play. We still haven't hit the under 12. Oquay-Cole defending Hubbard at the top of the key. Handoff to Ja. Ja looking for a pass back door. He'll kick it back out to Hubbard. 14 to shoot for Carson-Newman. Hubbard tries the top of the key 3. No good. Ja tips it back to Browder, and he retrieves it. Far side corner, Brennigan. Drives inside, has it tipped away by Nelson, and Redmond's there to retrieve. Now Brown works it across the timeline. Oquay-Cole in the far side corner. He stepped on the baseline out of bounds. That will bring us to immediate timeout. Fast-paced play. Carson-Newman holds a 5-point lead. It's 20-15 at the 8:30 mark. We'll be back here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Looking to make your home more comfortable and affordable? Maybe with a new electric heat pump or new attic insulation? And don't forget new doors and windows. AEC is here to help. We have a quality contractor network, easy financing, and incentives for home upgrades. Plus, AEC carefully inspects every job to ensure the highest quality satisfaction. Visit our website at aeccoop.org for applications, contractor lists, and more details. AEC, power what matters most.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Back here at Holmes Convocation Center, first half of play has gone quickly. 8:30 to play. Carson-Newman is in front, 20-15. Here on the Eagle Sports Network as these two teams played right through the under 12, almost approached the under 8 before the next whistle was blown. Dre Nelson stepped out of bounds on the far sideline. That gives Carson-Newman possession out of the timeout as both teams break the huddle. Some numbers in the early going to speak of. Carson-Newman shooting 8 of 17, 47% from the field. Lees-McRae 7 of 21, more importantly 1 of 10 from 3. Carson-Newman's hit 4 threes in 10 attempts. 4 offensive rebounds apiece for both sides, creating fair share of second chance opportunities for their respective teams. As Brennigan gets ready to key it in on the near side. Matt Bilbray recently checked in. He gets it over the timeline. Braden Illick now at the top of the key. Handoff goes to Brennigan. Actually, he'll keep it as Illick finds Bilbray. 17 to shoot for the Eagles. Bilbray, top of the key, working on his defender. Now backdoor for Khalees Fry, who checked in, and he scores. Khalees Fry with a bucket, and Carson-Newman's lead is 7. DeBurgo at the top of the key. He just checked in, as well as DJ Kent back in the ballgame. Florence top of the key. DeBurgo working inside on Bilbray. He spins, kick back out to Florence. Pump fake a 3. Bilbray defending. Floater shot. No good off the far side iron. Rebound collected by Knauffels, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2 free throws. That'll send us to the under 8. Carson-Newman's lead is 7. It's 22-15 with 7:48 to play in this first half. We'll be right back here on the Eagle Sports Network.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Back here on the Eagle Sports Network, Carson-Newman's lead is 7, but 2 Lees-McRae free throws coming up out of the timeout. We've seen a fair share of subs from the Carson-Newman side. Talk to Chuck Benson about that and the Lees-McRae depth, the way they sub players in and out, as Knauffels, a recently subbed-in player, will head to the free throw line. 5 on the floor for Lees-McRae. Isaiah DeBurgo just checked in. Jaquavian Florence is out there. DJ Kent, Matthew Knauffels, who misses the first free throw, and Dre Nelson. So Knauffels misses the first of the 2 free throws for Carson-Newman's Matt Bilbray, Tate Mulkey, Khalees Fry, Nick Brennigan, and Braden Illick. Second free throw for Knauffels, no good off the far side rim, and Khalees Fry grabs a rebound. So a bucket on the offensive end of the floor, and now an important rebound for Khalees Fry in a couple minutes played. Bilbray in the backcourt looking to get it across, finds Illick on the near side. 7:37 on the moving clock here in this first half. Back to the top for Brennigan. 14 to shoot for Carson-Newman. Brennigan works off an Illick screen. Feeds inside for Illick. Works through the contact and one. He swirled it home on the contact from Dre Nelson. Braden Illick works inside for 2, and Carson-Newman's lead is 9. Nice job by Nick Brennigan to come off the screen. A delayed find to Illick, who was sitting in the paint. And Nelson picks up the 3rd team foul for Lees-McRae. Illick heads to the line for one more. Couple bounces for the ETSU transfer. Puts up the free throw, and it swishes home. 25-15, Carson-Newman in front as Florence controls on the near side. Fry defending. Bill Bray on the far side wing defending DeBurgo. He'll drive on Bill Bray, scoops it inside, and he finishes. Nice finish through contact for DeBurgo, and the lead's down to 8. Bill Bray pressured in the backcourt by Kent. Looking for an option as Kent's tightly defending. Bill Bray gets it across the timeline with a feed to Illick. Illick working on Kent. Puts his back to the basket, handoff to Brennigan. Brennigan thought about a 3 at the top of the key. He pulls it out. 14 to shoot for Carson-Newman. Feed far side from that Bill Bray. Now inside to Braden Illick. Illick with his back to the basket working on Kent. 7 to shoot. Turnaround jump shot. Rattles home. 5 straight points for Braden Illick. Turnaround jump shot falls, and Carson-Newman's lead is back to 10. Florence posting up Fry on the far side. Turns around, no shot there. Kicks it back out. Nelson's going to try a far side wing triple, no good. Rebound tipped around, corralled by Brennigan. He works out of the pack and splits the defense. Here comes Nick Brennigan. Far side corner 3 for Tate Mulkey. Rattles off the rim, and Naufuls grabs a rebound. Good look for the Coker transfer. Mulkey just can't find the bottom of the basket. Florence at the top of the key, working on Khalees Fry. Pulls up for a jump shot. Back rim, no good. Rebound goes through the arms of Mulkey and Illick, and it's said to go off of Naufuls. Lees-McRae didn't like it now. A discussion gives the ball back to Lees-McRae. Probably the right call. Looked like it went through right through the hands of Illick and Mulkey and deflected off of them. And the right call made by the officials as DeBurgo will key it in on the far side baseline. Florence in the corner, working on Fry. Fry tips it away. That goes back to the top for Kent. Kent walked with it as he picked up his dribble. Took too many steps, and the possession goes back to Carson-Newman. Eagles have been impressive defensively, holding Lees-McRae to just 32% from the field, 8 of 25 shooting, 1 of 11 from 3. And a lot of that's due to the Carson-Newman defensive effort. Khalees Fry's giving Carson-Newman good minutes. Tate Mulkey in there as well with Braden Illick, Matt Bill Bray, and Nick Brennigan. As Bill Bray controls in the backcourt, brings it across the timeline. 5:53 to play. Carson-Newman's lead is 10. As Illick feeds it backdoor to Fry. Fry turns on Nelson, scoops it inside. No good off the far side rim, and corralled by Nelson. Good move by Fry, just couldn't finish. Nelson across the timeline receives a screen from Naufuls. Far side wing, it's Florence. Top of the key, DeBurgo. 19 to shoot for Lees-McRae. The freshman Kent will try a pull-up jump shot over Bill Bray. No good. Rebound tipped around. Naufuls tried to corral it, but it goes out of play. Great defense by Matt Bill Bray as Jaquavian Florence tried to pull up over top of him. Great contest from Bill Bray, who forced an errant shot to go out of bounds. Bill Bray controls in the backcourt. 5:20 in a moving clock. Carson-Newman leads 27-17. Far side feed from Mulkey. Back to the top, Braden Illick. Illick looking for a handoff. He gives it to Brennigan. Brennigan top of the key. Picks up his dribble looking inside. Fry tried to go back door. Brennigan noticed too late and threw it out of bounds. Good idea there between Brennigan and Fry, just not on the same page as Fry realized the overcommit by DJ Kent. Tried to go back door, but it was when the ball was in the air, and it goes out of bounds. DeBurgo will key it in on the near side. DJ Kent controls in the backcourt for Lees-McRae. 5 minutes on the dot in the moving clock. Carson-Newman leads 27-17 as Fry tips it away. Fry in the front court tries to slam it down, and he does. Khalees Fry skies in for the one-handed slam, and Carson-Newman leads by 12. Transition offense for the Eagles proving effective once again. Florence controls on the near side wing, spins inside, turnaround jumper, no good. He grabs his own miss, tipped around, and he's fouled, and will go to the line for 2. What a job by Khalees Fry coming off the bench for Carson-Newman. Hasn't played a lot this year, but he's been extremely effective today. 2 of 3 from the field, including that last rim-rocking dunk in transition as Florence goes to the line. 29-17, Carson-Newman, 4:37 to play. First free throw from Florence rattles around and falls off the rim. Lees-McRae struggling from the line in a couple attempts. As a second free throw swirls in to make it 29-18 Eagles. A couple subs coming in. It's Travis Porcho to check back in, as well as Anthony Parker. Florence and Knopfels head of the bench. Carson-Newman's done it really nicely with this second group in the game. The only starters, Nick Brennigan and Braden Illick. As Illick controls in the backcourt, Brennigan will bring it across the timeline. 4:27 in the moving clock. Carson-Newman's lead is 29-18. Top of the key, Tate Mulkey. He'll try a triple. That goes off the back rim, no good. DJ Kent skies for the board, and he's working quickly the other way. To the top, it's Nelson. Now DeBurgo on the far side, winging from the Carson-Newman bench. Burgo back to the basket, kicks back out Porcho. Porcho pump fakes a three, now back to the basket, working on Illick. Far side corner, now it's Nelson on the cross-court pass from Porcho. 12 to shoot for Lees-McRae. Kick back out for Kent. He tries a triple. Off the rim, no good. Rebound tipped around by Fry and corralled. 3:55 in the moving clock. Carson-Newman leads 29-18 as Illick controls in the front court. Near side corner triple for Brennigan. Off the far side rim, no good. Fry corrals a rebound. Now it trickles to Brennigan. Tipped around inside. Kick back out to Bilbray. Far side corner three. Misses everything. Parker grabs the board. 3:38 in the moving clock. Under 4 timeout. Quickly approaching. Parker working on Brennigan. Kicks it near side wing for Kent. Kent feeds to Burgo. Back to the basket working on Bilbray. Hop step inside. DeBurgo tries a left-handed scoop shot. No good. Fry grabs another rebound. Here comes Matt Bilbray. Kick to the corner for Nick Brennigan. Brennigan driving on Parker inside. He's fouled going up. And Anthony Parker picks up a foul. Carson-Newman will have 2 free throws as the 3 starters, Hubbard, Zhao, and Browder, greet the 3 subs who did a admirable job off the bench to keep Carson-Newman's lead at 11. We'll be right back with the last 4 minutes of play, 3:16 to be exact, here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
Welcome back to Holmes Convocation Center. Carson-Newman holds the lead. 29-18 here on the Eagles Sports Network. Ryan Wilkes with you here, taking you through all your coverage. Eagles have been impressive in this first half, especially the bench. And they're talking to Chuck Benson about that. He wasn't sure exactly how he was going to attack it until he got here, and he's realized that those 3 guys in Matt Bilbray, Tate Mulkey, and Khalees Fry are going to be a big part of this ballgame, and they have been. Giving Nick Brennigan, or giving John Zhao, Trey Hubbard, and Jack Browder some rest. Those 3 came in and were very effective. Gavin Bullock has checked in for the first time for Lees-McRae. As there'll be 2 free throws for Nick Brennigan out of the timeout. First free throw for Brennigan. Swishes home. Nick Brennigan has had a really nice first half for Carson-Newman. 4 of 8 from the field. 2 of 6 from 3. He now has 11 points. Second free throw for Brennigan. Rattles home. 31-18. Carson-Newman out in front. 3:16 in the moving clock as Bullock controls in the backcourt. Now Kent, top of the key, working on Brennigan. Kent bodies his way inside. Right hand jump shot is good. 31-20, 2:58 in the moving clock as Browder keys it in. Full court pressure now coming from Lees-McRae. Browder keys it into Brennigan, now back to Hubbard. 2:51 in the moving clock, 11-point lead for Carson-Newman. Hubbard looking for an option. He finds Brennigan on the far side to get it across the timeline. 20 to shoot for the Eagles. Illick sets a screen top of the key. Brennigan now working, kicks it back out. Braden Illick. Now Illick looking backdoor for Browder, has it tipped away. Hubbard on the near side. 10 to shoot for the Eagles as Hubbard drives on Bullock. Right-hand layup, no good. Rebound corralled by Oquay-Cole. Here comes Lees-McRae looking to cut the deficit to single digits. He'll pull it out, feed back out to Kent. 23 to shoot for Lees-McRae. Kent tries to pull up jump shot, rattles around, no good. Browder skies for the rebound, looks for Brennigan, but is taken away on the outlet by Kent. Kent outside to the near side wing for Oquay-Cole. Oquay-Cole drives on Hubbard. Back to the basket, Oquay-Cole looking for an option, kicks it back out to Kent. Kent will slow things down for Lees-McRae. Now Ashley, handoff to Oquay-Cole. He'll drive on Hubbard, 12 to shoot. Back out Kent. Kent pull up jump shot at the free throw line, falls. 31-22. Carson-Newman still in front, but Lees-McRae trying to ramp things up to end this first half. Hubbard trying to get it across the timeline. 1:38 in the moving clock. Brennigan will try a deep three, and he rattled it home. Nick Brennigan from deep pushes Carson-Newman's lead back to 12. Third three for Brennigan, and it's a big one to break up a Lees-McRae run. Oquay-Cole feeds it near side for Bullock. Bullock back to the top of the key for Kent. Kent outside. Ashley's going to try a three, and he swishes it. Three from Nico Ashley. And the lead for Carson-Newman's back to 9. Browder pushing quickly. He'll go down the lane, try a layup. A lot of contact and a blocking foul called on the Bobcats. That will send Browder to the line. Ashley picks it up, and Jack Browder will have 2 free throws. So Browder heads to the line. Jack Browder has had a fairly quiet first half. He's 1 of 1 with 3 points, but he does have 5 rebounds and 2 assists. Looking for points number 4 and 5 at the free throw line. Again, Nick Brennigan leads away for Carson-Newman with 15 first half points. First free throw rattles home for Browder. And we'll have one more. We'll have the Shop Scene Eagles halftime report coming up. We'll talk all the stats here in this first half and get you caught up on some South Atlantic Conference basketball. As Browder prepares for his second free throw. 1:02 left to play. Carson-Newman leads by 10. Second free throw goes off the front rim, no good. 35-24 as Florence brings it across the timeline. Under a minute to play. Lees-McRae is going to burn a timeout. So we're going to have a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here and talk some stats as both teams stay on their feet, won't head to the bench. Again, Carson-Newman's really been paced by Nick Brennigan in this first half, shooting 5 of 9, 3 of 7 from threes, 2 of 2 from the line. Hit a big three just moments ago for Carson-Newman. The other starters have been fairly quiet. John Zhao, 0 of 4 from the field, does have 4 rebounds, but he is yet to score, which is a rarity for the Eagles. Had that 20-point double-double yesterday. Braden Illick has 8 points, 3 of 3 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3. And Trey Hubbard, 2 of 4 from the field. He has 4 points. So Carson-Newman has been helped out really by Nick Brennigan and Braden Illick, and it's a positive for Chuck Benson if your other 2 starters aren't really finding it quite yet, that you still have a 10-point lead. You know, Khalees Fry mentioned him. He's provided some big minutes off the bench, 4 points and 3 rebounds, and that big rim-rocking dunk to excite the Carson-Newman fans in attendance. And Carson-Newman, despite Zhao scoreless and Hubbard and Browder only 8 points combined, Eagles to have this lead is fairly impressive. Out of the timeout, far side sideline, it's going to be Florence to key it in. Now near side, it's Bullock. 23 to shoot for Lees-McRae, 53 seconds on the moving clock. Top of the key, Florence. Florence working on Hubbard, 15 to shoot. Florence will try a step back 3, and he nailed it. Waving Florence from 3, and Carson-Newman's lead is now 7. Hubbard controls in the backcourt. 37 seconds in the moving clock, about 13 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Illick tries a handoff for Brennigan, nothing there as Illick still controls. Illick dribbles around on Ashley. Feeds it back out Brennigan. Brennigan top of the key, 10 to shoot for Carson-Newman. He'll try a deep 3 over Bullock, it's tipped, and it finds the hands of Florence. Florence signals for one shot, 15 seconds, shot clock is turned off. 35-28, Carson-Newman, 10 to shoot for Florence. Florence dribbles around the top of the key. Hubbard tightly defending. 5 to shoot. Rolling clock as Florence drives inside, tries to turn around. Jump shot, no good off the back iron. Tipped around, and it falls. That's Nico Ashley who gets it to fall, and that will cut the Carson-Newman lead to 5 at the break. 35-30, Eagles in front, but Lees-McRae rips off a late run to go to the locker room with momentum. Still an impressive first half for Carson-Newman, despite some of the starters being a little silent to start. Nonetheless, Carson-Newman holds a 5-point lead at the break. We'll talk some first half stats and get you caught up on the ShopCNEagles.com Sack scoreboard on the other side. It's halftime here in Holmes Convocation Center. We'll be right back here on the Eagles Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit InterDigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
AEC is a distributor of Marathon energy-efficient water heaters. We offer 30-gallon to 105-gallon tanks. Marathon water heaters are durable, lightweight, and under warranty to not leak as long as you own your home. Foam insulation allows these thermal storage units to provide long-term temperature control. Marathon's lightweight tank is easier to maneuver and position, and the bowl-shaped tank bottom allows complete sediment drain. AEC, empowering efficiency.
It's halftime. We'll head back to the arena for the ShopCNEagles.com halftime report in just 60 seconds on the Eagle Sports Network.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
The number one source for Carson-Newman athletics gear, ShopCNEagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. ShopCNEagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. ShopCNEagles.com.
Back here on the ShopCNEagles.com halftime report. Again, Eagles fans, check out Carson-Newman Athletics' official online store at ShopCNEagles.com. ShopCNEagles.com features more than 1,100 products, from t-shirts and polos to phone skins and pet collars. ShopCNEagles.com, the official online store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. So Carson-Newman leads 35-30 at the halftime break. Eagles faced a little run at the end of the half from Lees-McRae, but sustained it pretty well. 35-30. Carson-Newman led by double digits for pretty much that last stretch of the first half, but Lees-McRae pulled it within 5 at the break. Looking at some shooting numbers from the field, Carson-Newman is 13-29, 44.8%, 5-16 from 3, 31.3%, 80% from the line. Have gone the line a pair of times. For Lees-McRae, 13-36 from the field, 36.1%, and then 3 of 14 from 3. And 1 of 4 from the line. So with those numbers, if you're Lees-McRae, you're satisfied with being within 5 at the break. Talking some individual numbers. Again, talked Nick Brennigan leading the way for Carson-Newman. 15 points. No other Eagle has more than 8. Braden Nillick with those 8 points. Trey Hubbard has 4. Jack Browder has 4. And Khalees Fry off the bench has added 4 points. He's really, to me, what has been the highlight of this first half, other than Nick Brennigan, was Fry's minutes off the bench. He was really an impact on the offensive and defensive sides of the floor. He also had a couple looks that could have fallen and given him even more than 4 points. So Fry has passed the eye test here this afternoon. And talking to Chuck Benson, he was hopeful that at some point some of these new guys would be ready to take that step and produce off the bench. And Khalees Fry has certainly shown a step in the right direction in that regard. So Carson-Newman's lead is 5. Again, John Zhao is scoreless. If you told me that before the game, I think Carson-Newman might be trailing, but John Zhao being scoreless. Carson-Newman out in front by 5. Trey Hubbard again with 4 points. Jack Browder with 4. And Kalish Fry again has added 4 points this evening. We'll take a quick break. On the other side, we'll talk the ShopSeeingEagles.com sack scoreboard. A couple games going on around some sacks in this afternoon, so we'll get you caught up on that. And some final thoughts on this first half of play before we get back for what should be a thrilling second half of basketball. Already has been a really fun and breezy 20 minutes, one of the quickest first halves I've ever seen. So we'll talk that on the other side and get you ready for the second half of action between Carson-Newman and Lees-McRae here on the Eagles Sports Network.
If you're looking for official Eagle merchandise, look no further than the Carson-Newman Bookstore. With a large selection of Carson-Newman gifts and apparel, you're sure to find something to please the entire family. From stuffed eagles to towel sets, sweatshirts, shorts, hats, and slippers, we literally have you covered from head to toe. We have just the item you're looking for no matter what the season. So whether you're an Eagle student, parent, alumni, or fan, shop us for everything orange and blue. Call 865-471-3539 for more information and store hours. We'll see you at the Carson-Newman Bookstore.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
A check of the ShopCNEagles.com sack scoreboard is next. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
The Eagle Sports Network is part of SAC Live, the official digital network of the South Atlantic Conference. SAC Live is the home of all your South Atlantic Conference sports action, including 20 SAC championships. Time to get caught up with some SACtion. Here are the happenings around the South Atlantic Conference and the nation. Let's go around the league with a ShopSeeingEagles.com scoreboard update. Now back to the arena.
Back at Holmes Convocation Center, Eagles are back out getting warmed up about 6.5 before we get underway here in the second half. Let's talk some ShopSeeingEagles.com sack scoreboard update. We'll go over the action between yesterday and today. Not too much going on in the sack today, but a couple results to note. Chowan took down Tusculum yesterday, 86-82. Newberry got a big win over Southern Wesleyan. A 2-overtime thriller between USC Beaufort and Emory and Henry. 104-102. USC Beaufort took the win there. Anderson takes down Erskine 79-52. Lincoln Memorial puts up 107 points on Shorter, winning 107-69. Lenore Ryan takes down Clayton State 89-66. And another overtime game. Coker defeats Emmanuel 117-113. Again, obviously, Carson-Newman takes down King 92-80. Georgia Southwestern and Limestone 194-80, and then Lees-McRae took down UVA Wise last night. So that's some updates from yesterday. A packed day in the SAC. Today, a little bit of a quieter day. Catawba and USC Aiken going on right now. About 2.5 to play in the first half. Catawba finds itself behind Aiken 36-32. And UVA Wise took down King in the first game of this afternoon's action. So that's a look around the SAC. Carson-Newman's next game will be against Johnson & Wales at home, 7 o'clock on Tuesday. So after today, the Eagles will head home and quickly regroup before taking on Johnson & Wales, home opener at Holt Fieldhouse. Eagle fans, check out Carson-Newman Athletics' official online store at shopseeandeagles.com. Shopseeandeagles.com features more than 1,100 products from t-shirts and polos to phone skins and pet collars. Shopseeandeagles.com, the official online store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. So that's your shopseeandeagles.com sack scoreboard update. We'll take one more break. On the other side, we'll get you teed up for the second half of play between Carson-Newman and Lees-McRae on the Eagle Sports Network.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Saboreo's, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Saboreo's is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner and the Health Sciences Building. Saboreo's features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
This is Carson-Newman basketball.
Bills top the key. Pull up three on the way. Got it. Charlie Clark dialing long distance with impunity.
On the Eagles Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
Every day brings new challenges, and those challenges look different for everyone. But no matter what each day looks like, your local energy co-op is here to power every moment. Whether it's at home, in the office, or on the field, AEC is committed to bringing you safe, affordable, and reliable power to get you through the day. We are your local electric co-op, and we are here for you. AEC, empowering every day.
Back here on the Eagle Sports Network, about 2:15 left on the halftime clock before we get underway in the second half. Ryan Wilkes with you here on the Eagle Sports Network as Carson-Newman leads Lees-McRae by 5 at halftime. Eagle fans, Lisa's Country Kitchen serves the best home-cooked meals the Lakeway region can offer. Lisa's Country Kitchen, the official restaurant of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Talking some numbers for Lees-McRae in the first half. No double-digit scorers yet. The freshman DJ Kent has 8. Jaquavion Florence has 8. Nico Ashley has added 5. Dre Nelson has 2. Aquocole has 2. Parker has 3 off the bench, and DeBurgo has 2 off the bench. Talked about the bench scoring for Lees-McRae. It's been effective again here this afternoon. Not as effective as yesterday. Carson-Newman's done a nice job defensively to hold Lees-McRae to just 30 points here in this first half, but still some work to do. Lees-McRae has come out swarming after Carson-Newman had that double-digit lead. It looked like Carson-Newman's going to sustain that in the break, but Lees-McRae with a late push, including a last-second tip-in from Nico Ashley to make this a 5-point game. Again, Eagles led early and often, didn't trail in that first half. As Carson-Newman opened up that 10-point advantage, were effective early as well. Didn't let Lees-McRae get going until later in that first half. The game was tied once. That's the only tie score that we have. Carson-Newman has led all the way through. Started the game. Actually, Lees-McRae held the lead. A 2-point jump shot from Jaquavion Florence started the scoring. That's the only lead Lees-McRae held in the first half. Carson-Newman led all the way through until halftime. The score was tied at 13 apiece. That's the only tie score we have in the first half. After an Anthony Parker 3, Carson-Newman from that point on really controlled the pace of play. Went on a run. Took the 10-point lead into the under 12 timeout, led 25-15 after a Braden Illick free throw out of the media timeout. Again, Illick has been very effective for Carson-Newman this afternoon. Continued talks with Chuck Benson about his role in Florida was passing this weekend. It's been a little bit of everything. He's done a little bit of everything for this Carson-Newman team. Defensively, scoring, rebounding, you name it. Braden Illick has kind of been the utility man for the Carson-Newman starting five. You know, the four sure things that you have in the starting lineup with John Zhao, Trey Hubbard, Nick Brennigan, and Jack Browner. Braden Illick is the one new piece inserted in this starting lineup, and he's done an admirable job here this afternoon. Second half ready to get underway. Carson-Newman will have possession out of the halftime break. Eagles lead by 5, looking to extend that lead in the first possession of the second half. Hubbard controls in the backcourt. Carson-Newman now working left to right. Zhao defended at the top of the key by Ashley. Zhao driving down, finds himself open at the cup, and John Zhao scores the first bucket of the second half and his first bucket of the afternoon. 37-30 Carson-Newman, 19:43 and a moving clock in the second half. As Kent controls near side, feeds it to Ashley on the far side, handoff to Florence. Florence thought about a triple, pulls it back out. Driving now on Brennigan to the cup, turns and feeds it down low, rolling around his Porcho on the hardwood, and he's tied up. Possession will stay with Lees-McRae. Almost looked like Travis Porcho traveled with that one. He scooped it up and rolled around. No whistle for travel. Chuck Benson wasn't asking for it. Nonetheless, Lees-McRae retains possession with 10 to shoot. Some moisture on the floor. 37-30 Eagles, just over 30 seconds into the second half. 19:27 to play. As it'll be Brandon Brown getting the second half start. He'll feed it in from the baseline. Lots of contact between these two teams. Delaying the inbounds pass a little bit. The referee's trying to sort it out with a huddle of bodies down near the near side baseline. Still some whistles. These two teams, they're going to get Ashley out of there. The officials sort things out. 10 to shoot for Lees-McRae. We're going to get the long-awaited inbounds pass from Brandon Brown, who bounces it down low for Kent. Kent tries to turn around jumper, no good, but late whistle. And Jack Browner is whistled for a shooting foul on DJ Kent. Kent will go to the line. Opportunity to become Lees-McRae's first double-digit scorer. He had 8 in the first half. An opportunity for 2 at the line. 19:25. Clock is stopped with Kent set to shoot 2. Browner picks up a personal. First free throw from Kent. Swishes home. Eagle fans, Domino's is the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. When you're hungry, reach for Domino's. Get a large one-topping pizza for $5.99 with your Carson-Newman ID. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. As Kent spins the ball on the free throw line. One bounce right into the free throw, and it rattles home. 37-32, back to the same advantage it was at the halftime break for the Eagles. Feed into Trey Hubbard from Jack Browner. Now he finds Browner to take it across the timeline. Browner working quickly. Will pull it back out. 19:18 the moving clock. Bounce pass at the top for Illick. 20 to shoot for the Eagles as Illick hands off for Browner. Screen at the top. Illick hits the hardwood. Browner steps back, feeds it back to Illick. Now a backdoor cut for Jack Browner, and he rattles it home. Beautiful pass by Braden Illick, leading to a Jack Browner layup, and Carson-Newman's lead is back to 7. Just a give and go between Browner and Illick. Good chemistry between the newcomer Illick and the rest of the Eagles starters as Illick gets the assist. 19:04 to play. Some more moisture being wiped up off the floor after Illick took a spill. Ashley to key it in for Lees-McRae. Bobcats working right to left here in the second half. Florence brings it across the timeline. Brennigan tightly defending on the far side wing. Bounce pass inside for Porchow. Porchow working on Illick, turns around, and he put his shoulder into Braden Illick. That's going to be an offensive foul on Travis Porchow, and it'll go the other way. Good defense by Braden Illick to force Porchow to pick up his dribble and stick his shoulder right into his chest. The Eagles get possession back with 18:50 to go in the second half. Brennigan trapped in the corner. He finds Browner. Eagles have done a good job to limit the damage with this pressure from Lees-McRae as Browner controls at the top of the key. Tight defense by Porchow, and he takes it away. Bounce pass for Kent. Kent will sky in and get stuffed by the rim. Brennigan grabs a rebound. Kent went for the one-handed slam, couldn't get it. Now Zhao on the other end absorbs contact, but it's blocked by Porchow, and Carson-Newman retains possession. DJ Kent tried for the highlight reel finish, and he was denied by nobody but the rim. Carson-Newman has possession on the far side baseline with Browder to inbound. 24 to shoot, 18:26 to play in the second half. Keyed into Illick. Illick looks for the handoff, feeds it to Zhao in the far side corner. Zhao will drive, try reverse layup. No good. Rebound grab by Porchow. He hands off to Kent. Kent moving quickly the other way. Feeds it back out to Porchow. Florence on the far side wing. Looks for a screen. He'll get one. And now he'll try and pull a deep three, and he swishes it. Denied the screen. And he stepped back to shoot the three. 39-35, Carson-Newman, 17:57 on the moving clock. Trey Hubbard gets a screen from Braden Illick. Top of the key, Hubbard bounces inside for Illick. Illick back to the basket, working on Florence. Hook shot from Braden Illick is pure. Braden Illick for two, he has 10. And Carson-Newman continues to answer the punches from Lees-McRae. It's 41-35. Florence far side wing, defended by Brennigan. He'll step back, try another triple, and it rattles home. Back-to-back threes for Jaquavian Florence, and it's back to a three-point game. 41-38 Eagles, 17:24 on a moving clock. Hubbard receives a screen top of the key, dribbles inside, backs it out. 20 to shoot, fed to the top for Jack Browder. Now far side wing, Trey Hubbard. He drives on Porchow, feeds off to Illick. Illick inside, tries a reverse layup, but he's fouled. Braden Illick has been active on the offensive end. He'll head back to the line for two. And three subs set to check in. We'll see if there's any corresponding substitutions for Carson-Newman. Nothing looking right now. That looks like Dre Nelson, Anthony Parker, and Nigel Okwekole set to check in. Illick steps to the line for the first of two. Couple bounces, steps in the free throw, and he swishes it home. Braden Illick with 11. He's been incredible for Carson-Newman this afternoon. 4 of 4 from the field. 2 of 2 from the line now, looking for his third. As Nelson, Parker, and Okwekole check in. Ashley, Kent, and Porchow head to the bench. Second free throw for Illick. Rattles home. 43-38, Carson-Newman, 17-12 in a moving clock as Florence brings it over the timeline. Feed the top for Nelson. Near side it's Okwekole. Okwekole feeds to the top Florence. Back-to-back threes for Florence. He's looking for another as he works on Brennigan. Drives inside on Zhao as it tipped away. Goes down to the hardwood and grabs it. Feeds it off to Brown. Brown clanks it off the glass, and Illick collects a rebound. Here comes Trey Hubbard. 16:50 in a moving clock. Far side corner. Nick Brennigan tries a triple, and he swished it. Nick Brennigan for three. His fourth triple, and Carson-Newman's lead is back to 8. 18 for Brennigan as Florence has on the far side. Florence working on Zhao inside, turns his back to the basket, has it deflected away, and Illick collects. Braden Illick fends off the pressure, feeds it to Trey Hubbard on the far side. Hubbard driving down the lane, right hand scoop shot, rattles home. Carson-Newman's lead back to double digits. It's 48-38 with 16:17 to play. Okwekole brings it across the timeline. A 7-0 run for Carson-Newman to bring the lead back to 10. Far side wing, it's Brown. Brown driving, free throw line, back behind the back pass to Nelson. Three, he canned it. Dre Nelson for three. And Lees-McRae's back within 7. 2 subs at the scorer's table for the Bobcats as Hubbard works quickly, driving on Parker. Scoop shot, layup falls. Trey Hubbard with a bucket, back-to-back buckets for Hubbard as Brown works the other way. Feed off to Parker. 50-41, Carson-Newman under 16 approaching. Brown top of the key, working on Zhao, feeds off to Florence. Florence bounce pass inside for Nelson. Nelson looking for options, spinning on Hubbard, left-handed shot. Falls off the rim, but it finds Okwekole, and he's hacked by Trey Hubbard. He'll head to the line out of the media timeout. 50-41, Carson-Newman goes on a 7-2 run to stave off Lees-McRae, who had cut the deficit to just 3. Eagles continue to answer, and we'll be back with more Carson-Newman men's basketball on the other side here on the Eagles Sports Network.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Saboreo's, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Saboreo's is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner and the Health Sciences Building. Saboreo's features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos, to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
Back here at Holmes Convocation Center, Carson-Newman has the lead, 50-41. At the under-16 timeout, 15:29 to play. And Carson-Newman had the lead cut to as little as 3, but has brought it back out to 9. Thanks to Braden Illick, Nick Brennigan, and Trey Hubbard cashing in on a couple buckets to push this lead back out near double digits. Nick Brennigan again leads the way with 18 points. He's been excellent for this Carson-Newman offense this evening, as Carson-Newman continues to just answer every punch that this talented Lees-McRae team has thrown at them. As Carson-Newman leads by 9. Ryan Wilkes with you here on the Eagle Sports Network. It's been a busy weekend of Carson-Newman athletics. Hope you got to tune in to a little bit of everything. Carson-Newman football secured a Mountain Division title. We'll be playing Wingate for the second time this season for the SAC title next Saturday. Carson-Newman women's basketball got 2 wins, 2 dominant wins over Lander, 90-64, and then took down USC Aiken today, 103-68. So Carson-Newman women's basketball off to a good start, ranked in the preseason poll at number 14. The Eagles have lived up to the billing so far this season. The teams break the huddle. It will be 2 free throws out of the timeout for Nigel Okway-Cole with 15:29 to play in this second half. And Carson-Newman has done a nice job with this Lees-McRae pressure. Have had a handful of turnovers, but overall have done a nice job handling this Lees-McRae full-court pressure. So Quakel heads to the line for the first of 2. First free throw rattles home. Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. As a second free throw for Okway-Cole is swished. 50-43, 15:29 to play. Trey Hubbard has the ball in the backcourt as the clock begins to trickle towards 15 minutes to play. Okway-Cole defending Hubbard tightly in the backcourt. Hubbard gets it across the timeline. Top of the key, Trey Hubbard bounces inside. Braden Illick. Illick spinning, tries a hook shot. Hits every side of the rim and falls. Braden Illick now with 14 points on the evening. Top of the key, it's Parker as Carson-Newman's lead sits 52-43. Okway-Cole, top of the key, it's Redmond. Redmond bounces off to Parker, far side. Parker pulls it back out, 17 to shoot for the Bobcats. Near side, it's Okway-Cole. Now Brown. Brown bounces to the top for Kent. Far side, Redmond. Good ball movement. Far corner 3 for Okway-Cole. Falls. Couple reversals on that possession for Lees-McRae, and the three-pointer from Okway-Cole cuts the deficit to 6. 52-46 as Hubbard controls in the backcourt. Redmond defending tightly. Illick sets the screen. Now Hubbard driving on Redmond. Hubbard tries a right-handed layup, and it falls. Trey Hubbard has responded nicely in the second half. He's up to 10 points on the evening, and Carson-Newman's lead is 8. Okway-Cole now driving quickly on Illick. Hubbard comes over from the help side and steals it away. Hubbard looking inside for Browder, trying to scoop it in there, but it deflects off a couple Bobcats and out of bounds. Clock stopped at 14-17. Eagles lead 54-46. And we'll inbound on the far baseline. It's Browder to key it in for Carson-Newman. Browder inbounds to Brennigan, far side corner. Now to the top for Trey Hubbard. Hubbard driving. Now kicks it inside for Zhao. Zhao open down low. He lost it. Kicks it back out for Brennigan. Brennigan driving. Tries a right-hand layup off the rim. No good. Rebound to Okway-Cole, and he'll push the other way. Here comes Brown with 14:02 and a moving clock. Brown handoff to Parker. Parker tries a deep 3, and he swished it. 54-49. Lees-McRae has cut the deficit back to 5. Here in front of a home crowd in Boone, North Carolina. 13:47 on the rolling clock. Browder brings it across the timeline. Bounces off to Illick at the top of the key. 20 to shoot. Browder top of the key. He tries a three. Off the rim, no good. Long rebound finds John Zhao, and he pulls it back out. Bounce pass to Illick. Now the top for Brennigan. Brennigan, far side swing pass for Hubbard. He tries a deep three. No good off the back rim. Tipped around. Browder grabs a second chance rebound and sticks it home. Third chance for Carson-Newman proves to be the charm as Browder lays it in. 56-49 Eagles, 13-18 on the moving clock as Redmond has it on the far side. Brings it to the top. Top of the key now, Parker. Parker working on Nick Brennigan. Looks for an option. Finds DJ Kent on the far side wing. Kent drives on Browder, puts his shoulder into him, and that's an offensive foul. Jack Browder absorbs a contact, and it's going the other way. Carson-Newman has stood tall in some aggressive drives from the Bobcats offense this afternoon. Browder takes the charge as he tosses it in to Trey Hubbard. 13 minutes on the dot, rolling clock in this second half. 56-49 Eagles as Hubbard pulls it back out the top of the key. Hubbard drives, spins in the paint, turns around, shoots off the front rim, no good. Kent corrals a rebound for Lees-McRae, pushing it the other way. Parker in the backcourt, he threw it behind the timeline, and it's a backcourt violation. Unforced turnover for Lees-McRae as Kent tried to get it back to Parker. Parker wasn't across the Appalachian State logo at midcourt yet. Carson-Newman basketball on the near side sideline. It'll be Browder to throw it in. 12:46, clock is stopped. Kent checks out. Porchow back in for Lees-McRae. Hubbard pressured in the backcourt by Redmond. Gets it across the timeline. He's in front of the Carson-Newman bench. Hubbard drives, kicks it back out to Brennigan. Brennigan drives baseline. Nothing doing. He'll pull it out. 18 to shoot for Carson-Newman as Brennigan drives again on Florence. Layup, no good, but a foul. Nick Brennigan heading back to the free throw line with a chance to reach the 20-point mark with 12:29 to play in the second half. Back-to-back games, Nick Brennigan has scored in double digits. He had 15 yesterday, 15 against Fort Lewis in the last game of that small college basketball tournament. Now, season high, 18. First free throw for Brennigan, swishes home. Make it 19 for Nick. He'll go for 20 as the Carson-Newman lead is back to 8. 57-49, 12:29 to play. The clock is stopped with Brennigan at the free throw line. Under 12 timeout coming on the next whistle after the 12-minute mark. Second free throw for Brennigan. Swishes in. 20 points for Nick Brennigan. And the Eagles leads back to 9. Redmond brings it across the far sideline. Top of the key. Handoff goes to Parker. Nick Brennigan tightly defending Anthony Parker as he drives to the free throw line. Steps back for a jump shot. And it rattles in. Nice move by Anthony Parker to shake loose of Nick Brennigan. And cut the deficit back to 7. 58-51, Hubbard at the top of the key. Clock trickles towards 12 minutes as Browder will try a far side wing three. Glances off the far side iron, no good. Parker with the board. Here comes Anthony Parker. Kicks to the corner for Oquay-Cole. Drives inside. Pass back out to Florence. 22 to shoot for Lees-McRae. 11:50 to play. Florence off the screen. Drives inside. Kicks it back out for Parker. 15 to shoot. Brennigan defending. Parker drives to the free throw line, extended, has it deflected away. He tips it back out to Redmond. 9 to shoot. Redmond drives inside, tries a right-handed floater off the rim, no good. Porchow grabs a rebound. He's fouled, and he sticks it back in. Travis Porchow for 2. And it's a 5-point game. Porchow will head to the line for one free throw after the media timeout. 11:33 to play. Lees-McRae has cut the deficit back to 5. We'll see how the Eagles answer on the other side here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Back at Holmes Convocation Center, Lees-McRae once again answering Carson-Newman. It's been back and forth. Carson-Newman has been on the beneficial side of these punches, has held the lead for the whole game, except for when Lees-McRae led 2-0. The game's been tied one time at 13 apiece. But Lees-McRae has stayed right there with Carson-Newman all game long. The Eagles have pushed it out to 9, they pushed it out to 10, pushed it out to 12. But regardless, any way you slice it, Lees-McRae has been able to keep this game close. The Eagles going back to those 3 substitutes. Khalees Fry, Tate Mulkey, and Matt Bilbray check in, giving Brennigan, Zhao, and Illick a breather. Zhao also in the game. And Hubbard heading to the bench. So 4 subs in as Porchals and 1 free throw. No good. Rattles around and out. Bilbray controls in the backcourt. 11:30 in the moving clock. Carson-Newman's lead is 5. 58-53. As Chuck Benson decides to go back to this group for some minutes in the second half. Bilbray at the top of the key. He drives down low. Bilbray tries a right-handed layup. Off the rim, no good. Rebound tipped around. Parker corrals. Here comes Anthony Parker driving inside. Gives off to Oquaco. Layup no good. Rebound batted around. Now is it a foul or a jump ball? It's going to be a foul. Called on Matt Bilbray. Like Bilbray snuck his hand in to try and get a jump ball. But a foul called on Matt Bilbray. That's the 4th team foul for the Eagles in the second half. Clock stopped at 11:06 as ball's keyed in to Travis Porchow. Porchow the top for Anthony Parker. Loses it for a second, but he gets it back. 15 to shoot for Lees-McRae. As Porchow sets a screen for Parker. Parker tries a 3 at the top of the key. Off the rim, no good. Browder skies high for the board. Jack Browder pushing the other way. Matt Bilbray now retrieves it on the near sideline. Bilbray top of the key. Screen from Usman Ja. Porchow defending tightly. Now the top for Browder. It's taken away by Florence. Florence right-hand layup, no good, but a foul. Call on Jack Browder. An errant pass from Matt Bilbray turns into a transition opportunity for Lees-McRae. And it will send Florence to the line with 10:37 to play and an opportunity to make it a 3-point game. Florence will have 2 free throws. 58-53 your score here on the Eagle Sports Network. First free throw, no good off the back iron. Hasn't been Lees-McRae's strong suit today from the free throw line. That missed a handful of them. Carson-Newman's lead remains 5 points. Make that 5 of 11 from the line for the Lees-McRae Bobcats. As Florence readies for free throw number 2. Florence's second free throw. Off the back rim, no good. Mulkey grabs the board and hands off to Bilbray. Full court pressure coming on Matt Bilbray as he gives it off to Browder. Browder across the timeline, 20 to shoot for Carson-Newman. Screen by Usman Ja, top of the key. Ja open down low, but now kicked to the corner for Khalees Fry. Fry drives baseline, reverse layup, swirls home. Khalees Fry, 6 points off the bench, and the Carson-Newman lead is back to 7. Redmond in the front court now for Lees-McRae. Hands off to Florence. Fry tightly defending. Florence drives baseline, working on Bilbray. Now kick back out to Ashley. Redmond near side corner 3, no good off the iron. Bilbray grabs the board. Pushing quickly the other way. Matt Bilbray defended by Redmond. Behind the back, Bilbray at midcourt. Now a foul called on Redmond. Chuck Benson applauds Matt Bilbray for breaking that pressure. And he picks up the foul. Nelson and Kent set to check in for Lees-McRae. 9:47 on the clock. Carson-Newman's lead is 7. Again, punch for punch, the Eagles have responded nicely to whatever the Bobcats have had to offer today. That's why Carson-Newman holds the lead despite Lees-McRae's constant pressure. 9:45 in the moving clock. Bilbray has it top of the key. Screen by Ja. Bilbray drives down low on Ashley. Spins around, hands off Mulkey. Mulkey tries a floater, and he finds the bottom of the bucket. 62-53, Tate Mulkey gets his first bucket. And DJ Kent controls in the backcourt. 9:28 in the moving clock. Ashley top of the key. Hands off to Oquaco. Ja defending tightly. 19 to shoot for the Bobcats. Carson-Newman side getting loud. Bounce pass to Nelson. Nelson on the free throw line extended. Back to the basket working on Bill Bray. Bounce pass inside for O'Quay Cole. Foul call, Tate Mulkey, and DJ Kent finishes through the contact. Not bad defense there by Tate Mulkey, but Kent works his way into the chest of the Coker transfer and finishes through the arm. 62-55, and one more coming for the freshman. That's O'Quay Cole, who finished through the arm. And he'll head to the line for one more. 9:08, clock stopped. Eagles lead is 7 as O'Quay Cole's free throw swishes home. 6-point lead for Carson-Newman as Bill Bray controls in the backcourt. Florence applying tight pressure. Bill Bray crosses over a couple times. Gets it across the timeline. Bill Bray driving baseline on Florence. Pump fake, gets him up in the air and finishes. Matt Bill Bray finishes for 2 and the lead's back to 8. What a job from the Carson-Newman bench this evening to give the starters some rest and also provide off the bench. Florence top of the key, gives off to Nelson. Far side O'Quay Cole in front of the Lees-McRae bench. Now Florence near side, pump fake. Drives to the paint on Ja. Ja hands up, no foul, and Browner corrals the board. Good defense from Usman Ja not to foul on the drive. Carson-Newman has the ball back with 8.5 to play. Bill Bray with the screen at the top. He'll try a triple. Matt Bill Bray switched it home. Triple for Matt Bill Bray pushes the lead back to 11. It's 67-56. Ashley at the top of the key for the Bobcats. Hands off far side for O'Quay Cole, inside for Nelson. Nelson working on Ja. Back to the basket. Dre Nelson trying to pivot. Usman Ja is right there. Top of the key for Florence. Now far side wing, it's O'Quay Cole. O'Quay Cole, or Kent now driving. He'll try a floater. Back of the glass, no good. Rebound skies over Browner. Kent finds it and he tries 16-foot jump shot, no good. Rebound tipped around, goes right back to Kent. Near side corner, Nelson's going to try a 3. He missed everything. Rebound goes right to Khalees Fry, and 7:42 to play. 67-56, Carson-Newman. The Eagles standing tall defensively and getting production from their bench here in the last few minutes. Screen from Ja. Bill Bray tries another triple. He got it. Matt Bill Bray from deep, and Carson-Newman has opened up its biggest lead at 14. 70-56 with 7:27 to play. We'll take a break and be back after the under 8 timeout here on the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
Back here on the Eagle Sports Network, Matt Bill Bray, back-to-back threes, the freshman providing to help Carson-Newman open up its largest lead of the ball game. It's 70-56 with 7:27 to play in the second half here on the Eagle Sports Network. Thank you for joining me this evening. Wherever you may be listening from, I do greatly appreciate it as Carson-Newman looking to move to 3-1 on the young campaign. Lees-McRae possession out of the timeout. It's Anthony Parker, Trey Hubbard, Nick Brennigan, John Jow, and Jack Browner back in the game, as well as Braden Illick. Ashley drives, turns around, and shoots over top of Illick, and he scores. 70-58 as Nico Ashley scores. Trey Hubbard controls in the backcourt for Carson-Newman. Pushes across the timeline, 23 to shoot with 7:05 and a moving clock. Hubbard drives on Ashley. He slipped and fell, and he walked. Looked like Hubbard would have had a nice opportunity to score at the cup, but he slips and gives the ball back to Lees-McRae. Looks like we're going to have another timeout, another media timeout, as we'll take one more break and be back here on the Eagle Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Back here on the Eagle Sports Network, Carson-Newman holds a 70-58 lead over Lees-McRae. 7 minutes on the clock. Carson-Newman looking to close things out and lead Boone, North Carolina 2-0, but still a lot of time left, and Lees-McRae has proven all game long that it can answer the punches thrown by the Eagles. Some updated shooting numbers. Carson-Newman 27-51 from the field. Just about 53% shooting. The Eagles have also knocked down 8 threes. Same tally for Lees-McRae, 8-22. The Bobcats shooting just 38.6% as Oquay-Cole controls in the backcourt. Clock now under 7 minutes to play. Top of the key is Oquay-Cole. Bounce off to Brown far side. Brown looking inside for Ashley. He had taken away by Zhao, but it goes off him and out of play. Got a jump ball in football just thrown up there in the air. Zhao and Ashley collided. It goes out of bounds. Parker will inbound on the near side baseline with 6:49 to play. Parker looking for an option, kicks to the corner. Oquay-Cole in the far side corner, bounces inside, far post for Ashley. Ashley working on Illick, tries a jump shot, no good, but a foul called on Braden Illick. He's a little confused, but Ashley will go to the line. Foul called on Illick with 6:43 to play. Nico Ashley heading to the free throw line. Spins it, first free throw, back rim, no good. Again, Lees-McRae has struggled fairly mightily from the free throw line. 6 of 13 now, 7 points. He added up. It's a 5-point game. Second free throw for Ashley, swishes home, and 70-59. Browder to pass it in for Carson-Newman, feeds it to Hubbard. Hubbard in the backcourt, Brown peels off the pressure, and Hubbard brings it across in the front court. Hands off for Illick. Illick looking for Brennigan. Nothing there as Braden Illick looking for some options. Finds Browder on the far side wing. Three is no good. Off the iron. Parker skies for the rebound. Parker gives off to Brown. Brown driving on Brennigan. Brown's left-hand layup. Missed everything. Tipped around. Rebound corralled by Kent. Second chance for Lees-McRae. 18 to shoot for the Bobcats. 6:10 to play in a moving clock. Parker at the Appalachian State logo bounces it off to Oquay-Cole. 10 to shoot for the Bobcats. Oquay-Cole drives, pulls it back out, tries a mid-range jumper, and he swirled it home. Deficit's back to 9. Carson-Newman's lead is 70-61 with under 6 to play. 5:55 in the moving clock. Hubbard picks up his dribble on the far side wing, gives off to Illick. Illick looking for an option, pulls it back out. Zhao back cut, nothing there. Illick back to the basket, posting up Ashley. Illick going to work, 14 to shoot. Looks inside, finds Browder wide open. It's blocked, but it's off the glass. It's a goaltend on DJ Kent. And Braden Illick continuing to prove what he can provide this team from a passing factor. Found Jack Browder backdoor. And Browder's up to 10 points. It's 72-61. Starters starting to wake up a little bit here in the second half. John Zhao still only with 2 points, and the Eagles have been able to build a double-digit lead without him. Parker has the ball inside the arc. Gives off to Oquay-Cole. Now Ashley. Ashley at the free throw line, driving on Illick. Picked up his dribble, turnaround jump shot. He stuck it home. 72-63, 5:15 in the moving clock here in the second half. Hubbard brings the ball across the timeline. Kent defending. Hubbard gives to Zhao, top of the key. Zhao drives on Oquay-Cole, floater, back rim. It falls. John Zhao with his 4th point. Looked like Illick might have gotten a hand on it, but for now, we'll say that bucket goes to John Zhao. 74-63 Eagles, 4:53 in the moving clock as Parker brings it across the timeline. Near side wing, it's Kent. Kent defended by Brennigan. Back out to Ashley. Ashley tries a near side wing triple, and he switched it. 8-point game, 74-63, 4.5 to play. Hubbard pressured in the backcourt, finds Browder with a floating pass. Now Browder near side wing will slow things down. 4:30 in a moving clock, 20 to shoot for Carson-Newman as the Eagles set up an offensive set. Bounce the free throw line extended for Illick. Gives it back off to Browder. Browder drives on Ashley, puts it up, and he's fouled. Lees-McRae pretty distraught with that call, but it will send Jack Browder to the free throw line with 4:20 to play. 4:20 left to play in this second half. Some updated scoring numbers. Nick Brennigan leads the way with 20. Braden Illick has 16. Trey Hubbard with 10. Jack Browder with 10. And Matt Bilbray with a big 8 points off the bench, as well as Khalees Fry. Those two have really shown their value here in this second half as Browder's first free throw swishes home. Florence checks back in. DJ Kent, the freshman, will head to the bench with 4:20 to play. 75-65 Carson-Newman, and one more at the free throw line for Jack Browder. Browder's second free throw, up and good. Eagles lead back to 11. As Florence controls in the backcourt for the Bobcats. Top for Ashley, now bounce pass near side for Parker. Parker to the top of the key for Florence. Far side it's Brown. Brown bounces to the free throw line for Ashley. Ashley turns and faces on John Zhao. Spins, hook shot, no good. Rebound corralled by Illick. Good defense by John Zhao. As we're under 4 minutes to play, Hubbard brings it across the timeline. 3:55 in a moving clock. Hubbard drives inside, kicks it back out. Brennigan. 19 to shoot for the Eagles. Brennigan near side wing. Looks inside Illick. Illick turns, kicks it back out. Zhao. Zhao pump fake. Drives inside. A layup. No good, but a foul. Parker picks up the personal. And it'll send us to the under 4 timeout. Carson-Newman leads 76-65. The Eagles have been the aggressors here in the second half. And we'll take one more break. Be back with the last 4 minutes of play. 3:40 to play here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
My favorite thing about my community? The safety, the reliability, the people. We rely on each other, and we rely on local electric co-op. It's not just about electricity. It's about empowering community, empowering moments, empowering safety, empowering togetherness, empowering knowledge. That's why when I need something, I rely on my co-op. I trust my co-op because the co-op is us. We are the co-op. AEC, member-owned and service-driven.
Back here on the Eagles Sports Network, Carson-Newman's lead is 11 with 3:40 to play, 76-65. As Carson-Newman will have 2 free throws. John Zhao heading the line for the Eagles. Again, quiet day for John Zhao. Had 20-point double-double yesterday, but it says a lot about Carson-Newman's ability to pick up when someone else might be having a bad day. Not a bad day, but just he's been kind of bottled up defensively. And the other Eagles have been able to supply. Zhao's first free throw is good. John Zhao now with 3 points on the afternoon. Hasn't really had that many open looks. I think that's been the thing for John Zhao today. The Lees-McRae defensive plan has been there on him as he spins the ball and gets ready to shoot his second free throw. Second free throw is up, and it swishes home. 78-65 with 3:40 to play as John Zhao converts two at the free throw line. Lawrence on the far side, top of the key. Working on Browder, drives inside, turns around. He's thwarted by Browder, and it's kicked back out to Okwekole. Okwekole working on Illick. Back to the basket inside. Has deflected away by Zhao, and Trey Hubbard collects. Zhao in fast break. Skies high for the slam. One-handed slam for John Zhao, and it's a 15-point game, 80-65 with 3:11 to play. Parker crosses over top of the key. Layup, no good, but he's fouled by Trey Hubbard. Zhao gets out in transition, slams it home for 2, And Carson-Newman's lead is 15 with 3:07 to play. We'll send Anthony Parker to the line for 2 free throws. Lees-McRae running out of time to make a comeback in this ball game as Parker's first free throw. Glances off the back rim, no good. The struggles continue for the Bobcats from the free throw line. Fans, remember AEC is your Touchstone Energy Cooperative, service you can trust, value you can depend on. Powering Mossy Creek, we're AEC, member-owned and service-driven. Second free throw upcoming for Parker. Off the front rim, no good. Browder grabs the board. Parker goes 0 of 2 from the line, and the Carson-Newman lead is still 15. 3:03 in a moving clock. Hubbard's pressured. He gives off to Browder. Browder back to the top for Hubbard. Hubbard drives to the free throw line, pulls it back out. 20 to shoot for Carson-Newman. Eagles content with playing out of possession here as Hubbard drives, kicks back out for Browder. Near side corner 3 for Jack, no good. As Florence skies high for the board. 2:44 in a moving clock. Time's running out for the Bobcats. Florence crosses over top of the key. Drives on Trey Hubbard. Floater rattles around, no good. Zhao grabs a rebound and gives off to Illick in the backcourt. Hubbard with a skip pass to John Zhao. Zhao drives it across the timeline. Layup, no good. Parker grabs a rebound, and here come the Bobcats. Brown across the far sideline, driving on Brennigan, turns around in the paint, kick back out Ashley. Ashley will try a top of the key triple. Back rim, no good. Rebound tipped around. It finds Anthony Parker on the far side, and he'll drive inside. He's blocked by Browder, but a foul. 80 to 65, 2:10 to play. And Parker will head back to the free throw line after just going 0 of 2 from the line. He'll have 2 more with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to play. Again, stick around for the Domino's post-game report. You'll hear from head coach Chuck Benson, the Food City player of the game. Whoever that may be, I have my guesses, but I'm going to wait until Chuck Benson decides who he wants to give it to this afternoon, as the first free throw from Parker is good. 14-point game with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in this second half as Parker readies for free throw number 2. Second free throw, up off the front rim, no good. Browder grabs the board, hands off to Trey Hubbard. Hubbard in the backcourt, defended tightly by the Bobcats, gives off to Brennigan. Brennigan looking for an option. Tight defense by Lees-McRae. Brennigan uses his dribble to get out of pressure. 1:55 in a moving clock, 15 to shoot for Trey Hubbard on the near side of the Eagles offense. Has it deflected away by Parker, now off the hands of Illick and out of bounds. 80 to 66, 1:49 to play. The Bobcats get possession back with under 2 minutes to go. Florence watches it roll over the Appalachian State logo and waits to pick it up. Browder goes on the hardwood, pulls it away, and secures a jump ball. Possession goes to Carson-Newman. Heads up play from Jack Browder as Florence was caught sleeping, trying to conserve the clock. He watched it roll and roll and roll, and Browder said, "I've had enough of that," and takes it himself. Carson-Newman will inbound on the near side with 1:47 to play, a 14-point lead for the Eagles. It'll be Browder to inbound. Browder looking for an option. Finds Illick. Illick will give off to Hubbard. Hubbard in the backcourt. He's pressured. Now Illick receives the pass. Illick's trying to get it over the timeline. Bounces it for Hubbard. Hubbard breaks the pressure. Floats it up for Zhao. He catches it. Can't finish, but kicks it back out. Hubbard tips it around and corrals it. 15 to shoot for Carson-Newman with 1:30 to play. Now a foul on Redmond. Eagles going for the highlight finish. Couldn't get it, but Zhao does a heads-up job to get it back out to Hubbard. Hubbard is fouled. It's the 8th team foul for Lees-McRae, and will send Trey Hubbard to the free throw line. Anthony Parker checks back in. Redmond will head to the bench. 1:29 to play. Carson-Newman's lead is 14. Hubbard will have 2 free throws. Hubbard spins it. First free throw. No good. Actually, it was a 1-and-1, so Kent corrals a rebound. Now Florence comes the other way. 1:25 in a moving clock. Florence top the key. Hands off Parker. Tries a triple. He's fouled by Hubbard. And it'll be 3 free throws for Anthony Parker as Trey Hubbard trots off in the opposite direction. A little bit disappointed in himself, as Chuck Benson says. No, you can't do that late in the ball game. Parker will head to the free throw line for 3 free throws, looking to make an 11-point game here late. Parker put up the first free throw, but it didn't matter because the event staff was wiping some moisture off the floor. 1:21 to play. Eagles lead by 14. Looking to finish this thing off and lead Boone, North Carolina 2-0. First free throw from Parker, swishes home. And it's 80-67. 2 more upcoming for Anthony Parker. Second free throw. Swishes home. Eagle fans, Domino's Pizza is the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. When you're hungry, reach for Domino's. Get a large one-topping pizza for $5.99 with your Carson-Newman ID. Domino's is the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Third free throw coming up for Parker. And he nails it. 80-69 Eagles with 1:21 to play. Redmond will check back in. Parker heads to the bench. A little bit of defense, offense, substitution-wise for Lees-McRae. It's going to be about free throws and taking care of the ball in this last minute and 21 seconds for Carson-Newman to leave Holmes Convention Center with a win. Pass to Illick. He tips it up for Zhao. Zhao skies high for a two-handed slam, and it's 82-69. Looked like a turnover for a second, but Illick turns it into points with a pass up to Zhao. Driving is Okway-Cole. He'll lay it in. No foul. Nice play by Illick not to foul, as we'll have a timeout. 1:08 to play. Don't know if it's full or a media, or full or a 30-second. Waiting for the signal. Looks like it's going to be a full timeout, so we'll take a break with it. Actually, we'll keep it right here and talk some numbers. With it being 82-71, a minute and 10 to play, it will be a full timeout, but we'll keep it right here on the Eagle Sports Network. Going over some of the offensive numbers for Carson-Newman. Nick Bregan leads the way with 20. Braden Illick has added 16 in double-digit scoring with 3 assists and 3 rebounds. Trey Hubbard has 10. Jack Browder has 12. John Zhao with 8. He's had some important points late, and he's also added 6 rebounds. He's not too far off for another double-double. Don't know if we'll get there with just a minute and 10 seconds to play, but still good stuff from John Zhao here in the later part of this ballgame. Some stuff to highlight about the bench. I mean, the bench has been excellent. I'm talk to Chuck Benson about that on the Domino's post-game report. You look at the bench, 8 from Matt Bilbray, 2 from Tate Mulkey, 6 from Khalees Fry. That's 16 bench points. Carson-Newman only had 4 bench points yesterday, so you take that into account. With Lees-McRae, a team that subs a lot, it's really impressive what Carson-Newman's been able to do. And Chuck Benson kind of alluded to that in his pregame interview. He said, these guys are going to eventually find their footing, and today I think it's been a big step in that direction. For Lees-McRae, it's been Jaquavian Florence to lead the way with 14. Ashley has 12. Kent has 10. As Carson-Newman set the key in the inbound. Browder finds Illick. Back to Browder. Carson-Newman trying to break the pressure. Illick has it on the near side. Gives off Browder. Carson-Newman is across the timeline. Brennigan tightly defended by Okway-Cole. Now he's fouled. 59.3 on the clock, and Brennigan will have a 1-and-1. 9th team foul for Lees-McRae. And Brennigan looking for points 21 and 22 at the line. Ashley checks back in. Again, defense, offense here late for the Bobcats. Couple bounces for Brennigan. First free throw is up and good. 83-71, 59.3 to play. Couple bounces for Brennigan. Second free throw is swished. 22 points for Nick Brennigan to lead all scorers as Florence brings it across the timeline. Hands off for Kent. 54 seconds of moving clock. Parker drives down low on Brennigan. Layup, no good, but a foul. Parker will head back to the line. They're asking for goaltending. Don't think they're going to get it. Actually, they are going to count it. The Eagles are distraught. I didn't think anybody from Carson-Newman touched that basketball or touched the rim for that matter. They're going to say Braden Illick did. So the basket counts for Parker. 84-73 the score. Parker will head to the line for one more. 50.9 to play. Carson-Newman signaling to DJ Kent that he knows he was the one that touched the rim, as he was, but he got away with it. Parker's free throw, no good off the rim. Jack Browder skies for the rebound. Brennigan controls in the backcourt. Time's trickling off the clock. Brennigan is trapped. A timeout called by the Eagles, which they're going to call a foul on Lees-McRae. And a technical foul on Carson-Newman. Technical foul on Nick Brennigan. The technical foul on Jack Browder is the call. Chuck Benson not happy as the Eagles hold an 84-73 lead with 45 seconds to play. Brennigan was fouled, so he will go to the line. I believe it will be technical free throws first for the Bobcats. 2 free throws upcoming. A costly mistake for Carson-Newman with just 45 seconds to play. Still a long way to go for the Bobcats, but Oquay Cole will have 2 free throws. First free throw, no good, back rim. Lees-McRae continues to struggle from the free throw line this afternoon. Now 11 of 23, 12 points left on the line for the Bobcats. Second free throw, swishes home. 10-point game. Now Nick Brennigan will get 2 free throws on the other end. Brennigan with 22. He leads all scorers. Again, Carson-Newman has shot the ball well today. 31 of 59, 52.5%. 8 of 23 from 3. And really efficient from the free throw line. 14 of 16 is Carson-Newman. You mirror that with Lees-McRae, 12 of 24. 12 points left on the line for Lees-McRae. If they make those 12 free throws, it's a much different ball game. As Brennigan puts up first free throw, it swishes in. 23 for Nick Brennigan, and the lead is 11 with 1 more free throw to come. 45.1 seconds to play. Carson-Newman looking to close out Lees-McRae and leave Boone, North Carolina 2-0. Second free throw rattles home. It's a 12-point game. Florence gets it across the timeline. He drives on Browder. Layup rattles around, no good. Zhao skies high for the board. 35 seconds to play. Zhao is trapped. McRae ties it up, and possession will go back to the Bobcats. They're going to call a foul on Lees-McRae. It looked like a tie-up, but the Eagles rewarded the benefit of the doubt and will get 2 free throws on the other end. John Zhao heading to the line. He has 8, looking to get into double-digit scoring. He's been big down the stretch here, as I mentioned, for Carson-Newman. He had 2 points for most of the way, and these last few minutes has come through big. In a 12-point game, he'll head to the line. First free throw, no good. Off the far side rim. Zhao misses the first of 2, but he'll have 1 more and try to make it a 13-point game with 33 seconds to play. Second free throw from Zhao. Swishes in. 87-74, 33 seconds to play. Oquay Cole brings it across the timeline. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Deep 3 for Kent. He finds the bottom of the net and cuts the deficit to 10. Timeout Lees-McRae. 10-point game with 26 seconds to go. It'll be a 30-second timeout for the Bobcats. Talking about the Bobcats scoring a little bit after that DJ Kent 3. He has 13 and 8. The freshman, back-to-back games where he's been impressive. Had 16 last night, 13 this afternoon. He's sure to be one of the players to watch in the Conference Carolinas this year. Jaquavian Florence has added 14, had a 20-point double-double last night, so Carson-Newman has done a nice job on him defensively. He's just 5 of 15 from the floor. Nico Ashley has added 12 points, and Oquay Cole has 15. Parker has 14 off the bench, so 5 Bobcats in double-digit scoring, but you look at the other people that have played in this game, 2 from Travis Porchow, 5 from Redmond, 5 from Nelson, nothing from Redmond. Brown has yet to score, so 5 Bobcats in double figures, but other than that, not much else happening as Browder set to inbound with 26 seconds to play. Throws it into Hubbard. Trey Hubbard's trapped, but he gives it to Illick on the far side. Illick looking for an option, bounces it to Trey Hubbard. Hubbard finds Browder across the timeline, and the Eagles are safe for now. Browder is trapped, but he's fouled by Oquay Cole, and that will send Jack Browder to the line with 13.9 to play. 87-77. And 2 free throws upcoming for Jack Browder. Browder with 12. We'll head to the line for 2. Gonna close this thing out for Carson-Newman. First free throw, no good. Browder will have one more from the charity stripe. Couple bounces for Jack. Second free throw rattles out. 13.9 to play. Lees-McRae has possession, down 10. Florence pushes across the timeline, drives on Browder, kicks back out, deflected around, 5 to shoot. Three-pointer put up by Redmond. He knocks it down. 7-point game, 4.7 to play. Brunigan is trapped, and it's a jump ball. Possession goes back to Lees-McRae. Only 2.2 seconds to play, so you'd think something wild would have to happen for Lees-McRae to score 7 points in 2.2 seconds. I don't know if that's even really possible. So Carson-Newman likely to move to 3-1 on the season and leave the SAC Conference Carolinas Challenge with 2 wins under their belt. Inbounds pass for Brown, looking for an option. He'll bounce it into Oquakel, put it up on Zhao, no good off the side of the rim, and Carson-Newman wins 87-80. What a game for the Eagles. Nick Brennigan leads with a game-high 24 points. Braden Illick adds 16, Jack Browder has 12, and Trey Hubbard with 10. 4 Eagles in double digits, and a quality bench performance are the story this afternoon. We'll take a quick break. On the other side, we'll have the Domino's post-game report. We'll catch up with Chuck Benson, recap some of the stats, and talk the Food City player of the game here on the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Grab a slice. Our coverage of CN Hoops continues with the Domino's postgame report on the Eagle Sports Network.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large one-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large one-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
This is the Domino's post-game report on the Eagle Sports Network.
We're going to get backdoor lob. Dyer throws it down with 2 hands.
Your Stats Breakdown, a conversation with Chuck Benson, presented by Modern Woodman Financial Planning. Plus the selection of the AEC Electrifying Play and Food City Player of the Game are all headed your way. The Domino's Post-Game Report is brought to you in part by Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Appalachian Electric Cooperative, we're AEC, powering the Eagles in Mossy Creek. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Pepsi, that's what I like. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson-Newman Athletics. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By the Bible Insurance Agency, the agency that's service built. By Fresh Ideas, good food is a powerful thing. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Trilite, dream big with gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. By the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, family-owned and operated coffee. And by ShopCNEagles.com, the official online store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Let's head back to the arena and the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier.
Welcome back to Holmes Convocation Center. Carson-Newman closes out the SAC Conference Carolinas Challenge with an impressive win over Lees-McRae on the Eagle Sports Network. Ryan Wilkes will be shortly joined by head coach Chuck Benson. He's actually here right now to catch up after today's game. Big win for the Eagles over Lees-McRae this evening. Coach?
Are we on?
We're on now.
Okay, I'm going to lead off with this first of all. This is for Adam Cavalier. Cav, these headphones don't work. It's time to take some of that Lisa's Country Kitchen money or something and buy some new headphones, because these, I see the microphone. Okay, now we can do this interview.
Ryan Wilkes here with head coach Chuck Benson after Carson-Newman takes down Lees-McRae 87-80 here inside Holmes Convocation Center. Coach, you never trail in this one. It was Carson-Newman all the way through. You faced some punches from Lees-McRae, but what was it like to see your players respond like that to this team?
We're very pleased. What we saw last night with Lees-McRae, I thought they were a legitimate concern. They were a legitimate concern, but I felt like we stayed focused on our game and what we do, and I just kudos to our guys for quick turnaround, quick prep, but a commitment and follow through with what we intended on doing in terms of our attack and our scheme. And so we beat a good team today. That's a 20-win team. The team will contend in Conference Carolina. So I'm really proud of our guys.
So Lees-McRae, they kind of threw a lot of stuff at you guys defensively, but all day, I mean, Nick Brennigan had a handful of threes. He leads the way for y'all in scoring, and the bench was a big part of today's game. What'd you see from those guys? Khalees Fry, Tate Mulkey, Usman, John Matt, Bilbright hit a couple threes. You know, we talked about that, those new guys coming in and finding their footing. What'd you think of those guys coming in and playing big minutes?
Well, clearly our surge in the second half was with a lineup that had Bilbright, Tate Mulkey, Usman, Khalees Fry, those four guys all brought value, and we don't surge and get that 15-point lead without them. Of course, Bilbright got a little bit of a heater there, made back-to-back threes, I think. But we said it last night. Like we got more than just our quote big four. We got a lot more, and it's just them getting opportunities. It's really hard because minutes are hard to come by. We play a smaller rotation for a lot of reasons, but I think those guys showed a lot of trustworthiness today, which is one of our core values, to come in and add value in minimal minutes.
So they kind of had a good game plan for John today. John couldn't get going too much there in the first half and early in the second half, but you guys held the lead all the way through, and a lot of guys picked up for some of where Zhao couldn't really get it going today. But what does that say about your team to be able to have those guys that can pick up the slack here and there for some guys that might not be having their day on the court?
Well, I'm not surprised. One of the big differences last night is we did a lot of play calling and sort of we're targeting some people, which was a decision for last night's game. That's not necessarily what we're doing tonight. It was more about other things specific to the opponent today, because the opponent today played us a little bit different than last night. And so could we have pinpointed and play called today? We could have, but that's not what we intended on doing. And so that's how you see a little bit more distribution. And maybe, like you mentioned, John, it's not that John couldn't have. If we would have called on him, he could have, but we were carrying the load. And some other guys, because of that sort of equal distribution, some other guys were able to step up and get some things done.
So another quick turnaround. You guys get Johnson and Wales at home on Tuesday. What are the keys and what are some things you're focusing on moving forward in the next couple of days to prep for that?
We've done a little bit of preliminary work on them, but we had so much ahead of us with this weekend that we focused primarily on that. Tonight, on the way back home, we'll get on the bus and check some things out, and then by tomorrow we'll have a scout and a plan in place, and have a little bit of a walkthrough and a prep, and then play again on Tuesday. Excited finally to open up in Holt. We enjoy playing at home. We love our home court, and we love our fans, people that support us, and we're glad to finally be back there after this first 4 games being away from the house.
Ryan Wilkes here with head coach Chuck Benson. Post game, we'll talk to the Food City player of the game on the other side as Carson-Newman wins 87-80 over Lees-McRae here on the Eagle Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Miss out on tonight's postgame interviews? Check cneagles.com for stats, recaps, and videos from tonight's games. We close out the Domino's postgame report in 60 seconds on the Eagle Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Saboreo's, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Saboreo's is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner and the Health Sciences Building. Saboreo's features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
All right, Ryan Wilkes back on the Domino's post-game report. Got Food City player of the game, Braden Nillick, here after a 16-point performance in the win over Lees-McRae. So Braden, didn't miss a shot from the field today. What was working for you offensively?
Really just down low in the post. Trey did a good job of giving me the ball, and I just capitalized and scored.
So you're new to this team, first year with Carson-Newman, but watching you out there, it doesn't seem like you really have any chemistry issues with these guys. What's it been like getting in here and getting to know these guys early and be able to contribute at that level with them?
Oh, it's been great. I played with Jack and John for a while back in high school a little bit. But with Trey and Nick, it's been easy. They make it so much more easier for me. I make it easier for them. So it's been an easy transition.
So a team like Lees-McRae, they do a lot to try and speed you up. But you guys didn't seem sped up today. You guys took good care of the basketball, got into your offensive sets, and did well. What was the key to stay poised in this ballgame and not play into the trap that they were trying to set for you guys?
Yeah, just slow down. Make it easier for us. Don't let the pressure speed us up and make unforced turnovers.
So starting five was out there today. John, struggled a little bit. They had a good defensive plan for him today, and he wasn't really able to get going. But what does it say about you guys to be able to pick up and still dominate a game which you never trailed?
Just having John out there on the floor creates space for us and everything. His gravity, all the defensive players, makes it so much easier for all of us. So does 3 or 4 of our other players. So it just makes it easier. So
what's the keys moving forward? Your home opener on Tuesday. What's your emotions going into that game, your first game at Holt Fieldhouse? What do you guys need to do to continue and improve on what you've seen today?
Just keep staying poised and play together, and we'll win.
Ryan Wilkes here with Food City Player of the Game. Braden Nillick on the Domino's post-game report. We're going to catch up with Matt Bilberry right now, who's ready to go. Matt Bilberry coming off the bench. Big impact buckets for the freshman Matt Bilberry, who delivered a couple big threes there late in the second half to give Carson-Newman a double-digit advantage. Matt, big game from you today. What was working for you out there to step into some threes with confidence?
Yeah, my teammates had just put me in good positions to be able to have the ball and make the shot whenever my opportunity came.
So you were asked to come off the bench and play a big role today against a team that subs a lot. How are you able to kind of come out there and deliver your best performance so far this year?
Yeah, just remain confident and stay ready over there on the bench. Stay engaged in the game and just know what's going on.
So what's the key moving forward for you guys to continue this impressive play? You're 3-1, 1 win in Florida, now 2 wins here in the SAC Conference Carolinas Challenge. What's the key in the next couple of days of practice? You got another quick turnaround to play on Tuesday.
Yeah, just getting your bodies feeling right again, staying connected as a team, trusting in one another, and staying poised in the games.
So what does it mean to have a supporting group of guys around you? Some 4 guys that were here last year. You were here last year. You got to learn a lot from them. What are some lessons that you picked up from guys like John and Nick and all those guys, Trey, that have been here before? What are some lessons that you picked up from them?
Yeah, it's awesome to have them on the court with you. They're all veteran guys, all super experienced. I mean, anything that goes wrong, they're just there to let me know about what I can do to fix it.
Ryan Wilkes here with Matt Bilberry after Matt delivered 8 big points off the bench to help the Eagles win 87-80 here inside the Holmes Convocation Center. We're going to close this thing out. Matt, thanks for joining me, man.
Sir, thank you, Ryan.
Good luck the rest of the way, and we'll close this thing out with some final stats before we send you on your way. Carson-Newman again wins 87-80 here on the Eagles Sports Network. Talked about the bench a lot. The bench produced. Lees-McRae Fry had 6. Matt Bilberry had 8. Braden Nillick, just talked to him, the Food City Player of the Game, 6 of 6 from the field. 1 of 1 from 3 to deliver the Eagles its second consecutive win. Make it third heading back to the Fort Lewis game. Eagles 3-0 in their last 3 and continue to impress before its home opener on Tuesday against Johnson and Wales. That'll do it for our coverage again. One more time, Carson-Newman takes down Lees-McRae 87-80. Final score, Carson-Newman wins 2 games over King and Lees-McRae. We'll be back on Tuesday with coverage of Carson-Newman men's basketball against Johnson and Wales inside the friendly confines of Holt Fieldhouse. Adam Cavalier will have your call as the Eagles continue to go through their non-conference schedule this season. Ryan Wilkes signing off from Holmes Convocation Center. Eagles go 2-0 in Boone, North Carolina. Talk to you next week here on the Eagles Sports Network.
You've been listening to Domino's Post-Game Report on the Eagles Sports Network. Today's game has been brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles in Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Pepsi, that's what I like. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson-Newman Athletics. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By the Bible Insurance Agency, the agency that's service built. By Fresh Ideas, good food is a powerful thing. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Trilite, dream big with Gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. By the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, family-owned and operated coffee, fueling the Burt Tar Stadium press box. And by ShopCNEagles.com, the official online store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. The executive producer of the Eagles Sports Network is Matt Pope. Producers Adam Cavalier, Andrew Rogers, Ian Johnson, Ryan, he just loves the herd, Wilkes, Jay West, and Tyler Katz. I'm staff announcer Ernie Anderson. A special thanks to Carson-Newman and University President Dr. Charles A. Fowler. Stay tuned to these stations for information on our next presentation of Carson-Newman basketball. In the meantime, visit cneagles.com for recaps, highlights, and interviews from today's game. This is the Eagles Sports Network.